can appreciate that within our birthday month, our 40th birthday month, this month has been looked at for, in some cases, over years. 1.5 to 2 years in the making to make sure that we had the best possible opportunities for you at home, expecting a 40th birthday celebration. For the Passport to Gold, here they are. These are these spectacular Passport to Gold, 14 karat yellow gold, round hoop earrings. A little bit of a Creole, isn't it, in the way here, right? But you get almost like a knife edge to it. Knife edge. High polish, $129.95. But do this. Do yourself a massive favour. Pay less than $10 a week with our flex pay of $32.49. And these gorgeous earrings, they're 1 1/4 inch in length, just on 1/8 wide. Inside diameter about, they say about 7/8, but these have a presence.
These are big. Absolutely, because I wanted them to look stunningly big, large. When you look at these earrings, they are so polished, so nicely shaped, like they're graduated, like a Creole. And when you see them on the side, you look like you have such a beautiful Tiffany-esque look and it shows, like, you know, the elegance. And the way they are made, these earrings, it's amazing. I had the fortune to really look how they make the tubing, which, you know, every tubing is just a little tiny thing. It comes up to, when it started, it's just tiny. And then they start pulling and pulling and pulling, and they make the tubing the size you want. So it's really interesting. And the fact that this is graduated, it makes it even more complicated to make.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, they have to have 2 different tubing and then assembled together. So it's a much longer process. But I wanted to have a great look that looks even bigger when it's on, and make it, you know, very important for any woman that wants to have a very unique pair of earrings.
That's it. I mean, this is, I mean, you don't walk in to a fashion store and say, I want a dress that you've sold 20 of today. Right. What you want is something that's unique, and that's the beauty of jewelry. Jewelry is an extension of your own style, your own taste. Now, granted, obviously, you know, here at HSN, it's not unusual for us to say, oh, we have 5,000 of this, 4,000 of this, 2,000 of this. We have fewer than 400 pairs. And you think about the population, just to give you some idea of the population of Australia is the same population of Florida. So when I start talking about the US population, it is huge. And wherever you are right now, whether you're West Coast, East Coast, to get 14 karat gold earrings as a showstopper, these were earmarked. These were designated as the big item for this hour. Yes. So if you've been looking at this and saying, where to start with my collection, where to start my collection of Passport to Gold, this is where you start. This is it. Because if we said before, you know, hoops is such a staple, right? You can build on this. Maybe you've got existing right now 14 karat gold in your collection. Maybe you already have a necklace. Maybe you have a bracelet. Maybe you don't. But this is a fabulous way of being able to dive on into the world of gold, and 14 karat gold.
Yes, and it's gold. That's what I'm saying, and I want to repeat it over and over. It's gold. It will never change a bit. Now and in 20 years, 30 years, you will still have the same sparkling, bright, high-polished pair of hoops. And this is the fact that it's graduated like this, like a Creole, like you said, it makes it even more special, because nowadays, you know, we tend to have it, a hoop, just a regular, not much into it when it's high polished. This has such an amazing finishing. It's so beautifully made, and they probably spent a lot of their time on polishing it. Look at this. You don't see a scratch, you don't see nothing. This is the perfect hoop.
In fact, let's talk about that, Adriana, because if you think about the benches that we talk about, of the designers, the design houses, that they work on these pieces, it is one person's specific craft.
Yes, absolutely.
To polish the finish of the item. I mean, it's all well and good, you know, you've put everything else together. Maybe it's a gem set piece, in this case, gold piece, and the clasp is just so, the tapering's done just so. Yes. The knife edge of the earrings are done just so. But then the final piece of resistance, the icing on the cake, if you like, is The polish.
polishing.
Is the polish.
Yes.
I mean, because that's, you know, you're sitting home right now reacting to these earrings, and there's a lot of you on the phone lines. We love the fact that you're shopping with Adriana and I this morning, and you are not going to be disappointed. I stand by this. Any item that you've purchased this morning is going to surpass your expectations.
Absolutely.
And you know what? This is not just an HSN assurance or guarantee, it's my personal guarantee, because if you're purchasing this during this show from our presentations and it doesn't surpass your expectations, I insist you return it. I insist that you package up and return it to us. Why? Because that's why HSN's been here for 40 years, because we've always had that option. You can't physically touch these. You can't physically put these on right now. You can't see how gorgeous these are in your earlobes. They look beautiful on the model. They look fantastic here on the set. But how are they going to look with you? That's what's so important. You do one flex pay of less than $10 a week, and I'm even embarrassed to talk about price point, but obviously it's put down as a showstopper because this was earmarked and designated as the place to purchase for even a very first-time viewer of HSN or a very first-time collector to the Passport to Gold. 14-karat gold, not vermeil, not plated. This is the real thing. And beautifully done, because even that angle really doesn't do it justice, because you don't get to appreciate the fact that this is tapered. You don't get the fact to appreciate, I mean, you can see the shine and sparkle, but that's because of that almost like a knife edge to it.
It is.
Right?
It is. There's more sides on that knife edge, as you say. It's made it in like kind of three-dimensional. That's why you see this the brightness coming up from the inside, and there's the knife edge on the outside part, and it's beautifully
there you go. I can do that
made
there.
it put together.
This is exactly what Adriana and I are speaking about. You notice again that tapering. Now, not underestimating what it takes to just have a consistent hoop and what it takes to create that, but to have a taper means that you are going to have that extra element of complexity. Then as I turn this towards you, we're talking about that knife edge. Now the knife edge is clearly, it's not sharp by any stretch of the imagination, but what it does is give you a very defined plateau, a very, almost like a faceted gemstone again. You know, gold is known for its reflective quality, the way it conducts, what I like to call conducts light.
Yes,
you know, some of these pieces that we've seen before, you know, that wonderful tornado cut that we saw earlier in the hour, you know, there's a reason why we've always been so fascinated with it, is because the way it just takes that light and just almost amplifies it. Again, $129.95. We're going to move from this right down the item number 533925. The operators most certainly can help you. You know, the great thing about HSN is that you can do flex pays on every single